FOMO. You suffer from it? Is it good or bad? And how do you deal with it? Welcome back to another episode of Midlife Playbook. As always, this is Matt here with Naeem.
What's up?
Let's get this party started. It's been a minute.
It has.
We've been busy over the last week or so.
Yeah. Let us apologize for those of you who have been waiting anxiously and anticipating.
I've been under the weather myself. I'm still kind of at the tail end of it. I don't know. Sound a little nasally today.
Yeah.
We'll get through it. We're troopers.
Absolutely.
Before we get started, did you know that you can actually die laughing?
Die like from laughing?
Yeah, while you're laughing.
Why? I mean, I guess you
It
could
can
die.
cause a heart attack or suffocation. Have you ever thought about when you're laughing so hard, it starts hurting your stomach?
Oh, yeah.
And you like,
stop. I can't breathe. I
can't catch your breath?
Yeah.
Well, apparently some people do that and really can't catch their breath.
Damn,
and it
that
never comes back.
sucks. At least you died happy.
You did.
I mean,
You did die happy.
you're going to go laughing.
You're going to go.
Yeah.
So, FOMO.
Yeah.
Fear of missing out.
Or the FOMs, we used to call it in college.
What's the FOM?
Fear of missing something.
Oh, okay.
Just-
I thought it was going to be
I just
something a
thought it
lot
was
cooler
funny.
than that.
The FOMs. I got a case of the FOMs.
Fear of missing something, fear of missing out. This is something everybody I think probably has fallen victim to a certain degree. You know, like your friends are out doing something, your buddies are out doing something, and you know they're out doing something, and you weren't invited for whatever reason. Reason doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? And how do you deal with that? So what I will say is that it has been an issue for me, and you sent me the podcast, and I forget the name of the podcast that you sent me.
The Mel Robbins podcast.
Mel Robbins podcast.
Yeah.
And it has she talks about the let them theory.
Right. I'm in the process of reading that book right now.
Oh, so you're reading the book. So I watched the episode you sent me, where she kind of talks about the let them theory, breaks it down.
Yeah.
You want to?
Well, yeah, we've had several people in our lives as we've been, progressing through this whole thing because, we have a big friend group, right?
Yep.
Probably almost 20 people in it.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
And the thing is, I don't always want to hang out with all 20 people.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
Can I just get 4 or 5 of you and go hang out and do something?
And next weekend, it's a different 4 or 5.
Maybe a couple. Yeah. Just something, anything. But, the thing about the let them theory is you're supposed to just, if people want to go out and they don't want to invite you, let them.
Right.
Who gives a shit? Like, don't get your feelings all up in a bunch or in a bind.
Right.
Why didn't you invite me? You know what? If you really want to be invited to something, initiate something.
Right.
Create the event.
So, yes. So that's where the let them, when I was listening to interpreting, man, that's like really easy to say, really hard to do. Right.
Is it hard to do?
It has been for me. So this is something since you sent it to me, because I was talking to you about how I felt a certain way about certain things. And I think you're like, hey man, this will just watch this.
Yeah.
This can help you. Yeah. And it did. So I immediately kind of started putting it in practice, and it is hard it was challenging for me to kind of change the mindset. Right.
But don't you feel like you've regained a little bit of power over the situation where if you don't let that bother you, you're like, I'm in control here. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to get there though. But yes, you are correct. It did change the mindset a lot. I think I think it can be hard.
Yeah.
And as far as initiating stuff, it's the whole idea of, if I wasn't invited, I'm not going to invite myself.
Right.
I'm not going to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Or if you want to, invite yourself.
Well,
Who gives a shit what people say.
So
just don't show up. Who cares?
Who invited this guy? Hey, buddy, how's it going?
If
didn't see you on the group text.
Having a party, didn't get the invite. I mean, first of all, I think you have to ask yourself, I didn't get the invite. Do I really even want to be a part of that?
Right.
Because if they wanted me there, they would have invited me. And if they did invite me there, who gives a shit?
Right.
Let them.
And I don't know that it would be a big deal if you showed up to something that you weren't directly invited to necessarily. I think it could be, right? I mean,
yeah, if it's a reservation for 6 people and you show up with
that's
the 7th person,
that for sure would be
that's the problem.
But, like, when we have driveway beers or whatever,
Mhm.
I don't think that would be a big deal.
No. I mean, and listen, we've had driveway beers, right?
Right.
And
Right.
I don't put out I put out a mass Facebook post
Right.
about it because I wanted to get some new people
Yeah.
in the neighborhood to
Yeah.
show up. And if you didn't personally get an invite,
Right. Right.
too too fucking bad. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna single anybody out. I put it on Facebook, and if you
And
wanna
there it
come, you
was.
come. That's it. And
Right.
that's all I'm doing.
Right.
Everybody got the same equal right. But, uh, listen, I don't know. I've been saying this a lot. I need to write a book called "I've Gotten to the Point in My Life, dot, dot, dot."
Right.
Because I really have gotten to the point in my life where there are so many things that used to bother me that just I simply don't have the time, the energy, or the bandwidth to even worry about them anymore.
Right.
I am too busy with these kids, running them all over the place. I'm
Yep.
too busy with my job,
Yep.
and I'm too busy trying to keep a roof over our heads and, make sure I'm a good husband, great dad,
Right.
all those good things. So you don't wanna invite me to your party? Don't. I really couldn't care less. I wanna stay home anyway,
Right.
drink some beer on my couch, and I
Right.
don't wanna have to worry about getting the FOMO later on, because I will tell you when I was younger, always the last person at the party.
Yeah.
Always. Every single time. I always missed I was like, "I'm gonna miss something." So I'm always the guy that's there helping clean up, do
Right.
the dishes, do this, do that, 'cause I didn't wanna miss out, and I always wanted to be in a part of everything. Now as I'm older, all I wanna know is, "When are we done? When can I get home?"
Yeah. So, she talks about a lot in that podcast, though.
Yeah.
A
There's
lot
a
of
ton of different
there's
examples
a
where you
ton
let
we're
them.
talking about parties and stuff, but there's also, things with your wife or your spouse, maybe calling you, not calling you. Don't let that kind of stuff bother you. Things at work, things your kids are doing or not doing.
Mhm.
So it's basically more than just the FOMO aspect. It's more of about just life in general, not letting stuff bother you that doesn't matter. But how easy is that really to do, especially for men?
I think if you boil it down to what it really gives you,
Yeah.
it gives you control.
Yeah.
It gives you control of your emotions. It gives you control of the situation. You get the ball back in your court.
Right.
So, for example, let's talk about another example of let them. I wanted to do dry January, right?
Right.
I wanted to dry out, and Lish looked at me and she said, "You're on your own, pal." 'Cause
That,
she doesn't feel like she needs to take 30 days off of drinking, and
right.
I've done it before in the past. I said, "Maybe I'll do it again."
Right.
But her thing about that was, "You wanna do dry January? Go for it. Do
Right.
your thing. I'm not
Right.
gonna be a part of it." And so then do I get all upset?
So that's the thing. How'd that make,
No.
you know what I mean?
I was just like, "Alright, she didn't wanna do it with me. Okay.
Right.
You don't have to do it with me.
Yeah.
Let her. Let 'em."
Yeah.
And, I mean, your job's laying people off. Can you
Yeah.
really do anything about it? All you're gonna do is get yourself upset.
Right.
"Why are they laying us off? Oh my gosh, we gave so much of this company to
Right.
ourselves, 40 hours, blah, 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 blah." Or you could just say, "Oh, you're laying people off? Let me go work and find another job before that hammer actually comes down."
Right.
You
Right.
know? Let them lay people off.
Yeah.
Take control of the situation. Take your life back. Stop.
Yeah.
You see me getting worked up.
It's okay. That's why we're here, man. And I'm gonna let you get worked up.
There you go. He wants to get worked up? Let him.
Let him. I think so I won't speak for all men, but I think for a lot of men, a lot of this FOMO or whatever you want to call it comes from maybe wanting to feel respected, wanting to feel accepted, wanting to feel part of something. And then when it doesn't happen, you're like, oh yeah, everybody hates me. I have no friends. I think you can go there.
I gotta talk you off the
You
ledge.
don't have to talk me off the ledge. I'm just saying, I think it can go there.
I guess it
I
could.
think it can go there. If you as a man have this lack of feeling respected by other people, lack of feeling like you're part of the group or like you're
Mhm.
always kind of the outsider looking in, and then you find out something's happening without you, let them isn't that easy.
Hmm. Yeah, if you do have those feelings, I can see how that could be an issue.
Right. If
Yeah.
if it's something that's been, you know, you've carried for a long time,
Mhm.
you know? And she in this podcast talks about just let them, like it's just that easy,
Yeah.
and I think it can be challenging. But to your point, once you get to that place, yes, you have all the control now.
Yeah.
It's hard to get there.
And that's the thing. If you are dealing with those issues, and I'm not saying you specifically, I'm just
Right.
saying in general,
Right.
if someone is dealing with a little bit of that insecurity of, am I measuring up? Am I this? Am I that? Let them is going to be tough
Mhm.
because in some way, shape, form, or fashion, you're seeking the approval of
Yes.
your peers.
And for whatever reason, you feel you need that approval of your peers. Whatever the
Yeah.
reasons doesn't matter. So how do you really do that? And that's probably where it's tough.
Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of soul searching and looking
Yeah.
inward and
Yep.
saying and realizing what you really do bring to the table
Yep.
and being comfortable with that.
Understanding who you are,
Yeah.
right? I think that's part of it, finding the right people.
Mhm.
Maybe when you were younger and you were in school, you weren't accepted, you didn't have friends, maybe you were picked on, right? So as you get older, you're
Not
trying to
me, dude.
overcome. So you.
Come on. Me?
I didn't say Naeem. You didn't
Look at
have any
me.
friends.
No, I
Jesus.
listen.
It's not always about you, buddy.
I had a rough time in school at some, intersections, if you will.
Well,
But,
just because you had to have a step stool for the drinking fountain doesn't mean anything.
I
Anyway,
sat on a pillow in driver's ed. What are you talking about? I mean, shit, I was short. I'm still short.
was I was gonna say, what? We don't talk about that here. Come on now. So,
Listen, I get it. I get where you're coming from. But yeah, but you wanna make fun of my height? Let 'em. I know what I bring to the table.
well, yeah. So, and that's it. Once you figure out who you really are and what you bring to the table, you'll find the right people.
Yeah.
And like you said, you have to understand that not everybody's going to get invited to everything, and that's okay.
No. And do you
You
even really
can't. You
want to
can't.
be invited to everything?
You can't. No, not necessarily. Depends on what it is. It depends on if you're doing something that I like to do.
Mm,
So I think that's where let them's even harder, right?
yeah.
Potentially, right?
Let me give you this example.
Yeah,
So, for me, I love to golf.
right.
And guy here in the neighborhood, which hopefully we get him on the podcast one of these days, funny as hell. He went golfing one day,
Hmm.
and he and I had just gone golfing, like, 2 days prior.
Right,
Had a great time, right? And I heard that he went golfing with 2 other people, I'm sorry, 3 other people, and I didn't even get a phone call.
right.
And when I saw him, he was like, "Hey, I went golfing with such and such and such." And I was like, "Oh, shit, dude, that was awesome. Did you have a good time? Was it fun?"
Yeah,
I couldn't care less that he didn't call me
right.
because I was number 1, I was busy, and I don't think I could have gone anyway. But number 2, that's they probably had something else going on.
Right.
Something to talk about, something to do, and I didn't need to be a part of that, and I was fine with it. It didn't bother
Yeah,
me one bit.
right.
If he pulls that shit again,
Yeah.
we got an
A
issue.
toilet paper's house. I know where he lives.
No, but in
I
in
can
in all
snipe him
honesty,
from my
man, I
roof.
just and so what do I do? I call him up. I say, "Hey, golfing at 4 o'clock on such and such day. You in or you out?" I'm in. All right, see you there.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're clearly in that spot already. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this. So this spot you're in right now, how long did it take you to get there, do you think? Or do you feel like you've kind of always been that person?
I
You know
don't.
what I mean?
No, I don't think I've always been. But again, I need to write that. I'm going to write this down because I'm going to write a book called "I'm at a point in my life."
for
Dot dot dot.
those of you wondering,
Yeah.
it will be a short story. Continue.
You done?
It probably
You
not, but let's just see what happens.
See, a lesser man would have hurt you would have hurt my feelings,
Uh,
but I'm okay. But no, I think it took me a while to get here. Once I
yeah.
got comfortable with my career, I was comfortable with who I was as a I've always been comfortable with who I was as a dad
Hmm.
because I've always prioritized that.
Yeah.
When I went through my divorce, it shook my confidence
Oh
big
boy.
time.
Yeah.
Shook me big time.
Hmm.
But I married a woman now who, like, she does a great job of building me up.
Right.
She also
She
does
does.
a great job of, just being an awesome support system and helping me. And she pays
Right.
me compliments in a way that helps me say, you know what? Maybe I am doing a damn good job right now.
So that's the key. You do have a great supporting cast.
Yeah, I do. I do.
So that helps, and I think to your point, once men get to a certain age and life kinda settles down for them,
Hmm.
they've found their job,
Hmm.
or at least they found a decent job they're somewhat happy with.
Yeah.
Got a good wife, kids, home life is settled down, you're of a certain age, life kinda smooths out, right? I think
Right.
it becomes easier then at that point because you have that support system to fall back on,
Sure.
and well, my wife's the same way, right? As far as building me up and doing all the things that your wife does as well. So
Hmm.
it's that 100% helps with it.
Yeah. Because you imagine if you didn't have that. Imagine if you came home
I'd be
to a
suicidal, I
wife
think,
who was just
sometimes.
berating the shit
Right.
out of you every day.
Well, I think men in general will take that abuse. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah.
I think we're good with that for now.
All right. You gonna let him?
I'm letting them. I've been letting them.
Keep letting them.
Keep letting them.
Be happy. Take control.
Stuff's happening.
That's it.
So I got some questions for you, buddy.
All right. What we got?
Well, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
I surely hope so. But
These
I will tell you, I
questions?
do have a kid in no,
Yeah, you do.
they're in
Right? No,
fourth and uh-oh.
you have fifth and sixth, right?
No.
What are they?
Austin's in 7th grade and Max is in
What?
4th,
Austin's in seventh grade?
6th grade.
You have kids in school.
Oh,
We'll just
this is bad.
You have kids in school.
4th and 6th
First
grade. Got it.
question. Now, Naeem is a very intelligent individual. He is. No, he
Sometimes.
is. And quick on his feet. So,
After the weekend we just had down in Nashville, I don't know if my brain cells are firing on
oh, they're fine. It's totally fine. It's when you're at your best. What is the square root of 81?
9.
Yep. See how quick. I don't know why this is one, but what is the main ingredient in guacamole?
Avocado.
Yep. What planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury.
You are not struggling with these at all. This is disappointing. What type of tree do acorns come from?
Oh, shoot. Acorns?
Acorns.
Oak tree.
Yeah. Gee, this it's way too easy. Should have been smarter than a third
I
grader.
almost said maple, but I was like, that's syrup.
How many Great Lakes are there?
5. Can you
Man,
name the 5 Great
no, I
Lakes?
cannot. So there's Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario,
Yeah,
Lake
yeah, yeah,
Ontario.
Ontario, yeah.
Um, yep,
Okay.
that's 3 of
2
the
more,
5.
2 more.
These are your
H and S,
questions.
H and S.
Huron and Superior.
Yeah. So here's it, the acronym HOMES,
Oh, that is
HOMES.
it, isn't it?
There
I
you go.
remember hearing that now.
Yeah.
Capital of Japan.
Ooh, Bangkok. That's
Mm,
Thailand.
that is Thailand.
Shanghai.
Nope.
Capital of Japan?
Capital of Japan.
Beijing. That's China.
That's China.
Ooh, you got me.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
you
kick
know what it
myself.
is.
I'm gonna kick
It's
myself.
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Oh, here's one now. What does the term IQ stand for?
Oh, something quotient.
Yep. I.
Intellectual
Yeah,
quotient? Intellect
you're
quotient?
very intelligence
Intelligence
quotients.
quotient. Okay.
Couple more of these.
All right.
What is the world's most spoken language by native speakers? Nobody knows this.
By native speakers?
It's Mandarin Chinese. Nobody knows it.
I actually was gonna say
You were
Chinese.
not going
I
to say
swear I
Mandarin
was gonna say
Chinese. You weren't
Chinese.
going to.
There's like a gajillion of them over there, and they all speak it.
Two more.
It's all numbers.
What what gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere?
Carbon dioxide.
What is the capital city of Italy?
Rome.
Yep.
Okay.
So you are smarter than a fifth grader.
Sweet.
You got them all but one.
Good.
I think that's enough for today.
You sure?
I think so. I feel like it is.
I'm kind of going right
Well,
now. What
let's
else you want to
go.
talk about?
Where are we going?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did anything fun happen to you down there?
Yeah.
Nashville.
I don't know if I can tell that story.
You got a Molly
But
slipped in your drink? That's the
no.
SA capital of the world, apparently.
We had a lot of fun though. We surprised my buddy's wife
Yeah.
for her birthday, so she was completely caught off guard. Did not know we were down
Okay,
there,
that's cool.
and yeah. Oh, I will tell anyone who's going down to Nashville, you've got to go to the listening room.
Okay.
Right, the listening room. It's almost like going to a comedy club. You know, you have a 2 drink minimum. You eat your food, but it's actually for songwriters, and the songwriters rotate. They come out and they play songs that
They
they
wrote
write,
that artists
including number 1 hits,
that
like
mainstream artists sing, but they wrote it.
yes, and
Okay.
it was amazing,
I
and
bet
then
that was cool.
they also sing songs that are like, "Hey, this song just got picked up by such and such, and they're still producing it. It hasn't hit the
That's
radio
cool.
yet, but listen to it now." Like, the one guy, he wrote a song for Jelly Roll,
Hmm.
the big one, what's that
The
big
one current right now?
Nah, I think it is the one current right
Liar?
now, but then there's another one, but I don't know. And then he wrote one for Jason Aldean, a huge
Okay.
one. There was another guy who wrote some songs for, like, Keith Urban.
Man,
I mean, these
and
are
they're just out there
talking
getting
number 1
after it.
hits, just I mean, and they were just singing, like, new
That's
songs, and
cool, man.
it was really cool, and then they tell a story behind how the songs came about,
Okay.
and it so, yeah, the listening room.
Okay.
If you're going down to Nashville, it was a great
I've
time.
never been to Nashville. I think I told you
No?
that.
Oh,
I've been
yeah.
through it, never
Right,
stopped.
never stop. Yeah,
Right.
amazing town.
Hmm.
Guess who's opening up so the main street is Broadway, where all the bars
Right.
and honky tonks and music and everything. Guess who's opening up a bar right off Broadway?
I mean,
Does not
I need at least
go
one
there.
hint.
Um,
Country artist?
nope. Hip hop.
So, gotta be Nelly.
Nope.
Hmm.
Rolling down the street, smoking Indo.
Dre?
Si
Snoop?
Dre and Snoop.
What?
They're opening a bar.
Is
It's
it
the
gonna be a
old
hip hop bar
I don't know what they're gonna do with
in
it
Nashville?
in Nashville. Yeah, they said it's gonna
Okay.
be the old George Jones Museum. Snoop
Okay.
and Dre are taking it over.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be something.
Yeah, yeah, man. But,
Huh.
yeah, that's it. Nashville was great.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
You
so
don't have to stop there.
alright.
Are we done talking?
Yeah,
Think for
I
now?
am. Yeah.
I mean, we can I think that's it for now. Thanks, guys.
You sure?
I think so. I don't know anymore. Yeah,
Alright.
we're fine.
I'll
We're done here.
I'll let you stop. See ya.
Bye.